What is going on, you dead set legends, and welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling show on the planet. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and I have got one massive guest coming on the show today. He is the Bulgarian brute. He is the man that is claiming that he can tame the monsters all over the world. We're getting him back on the table December 13th. It is a ranking match, top 5 in the world, and quite possibly a qualification match for the one and only Levan Saganishvili. I'm talking about my man, Georgi Tsvetkov. Georgi, welcome back to the show, buddy.
Hi guys, I'm very happy that I'm again your guest and let's talk a little bit about our favorite sport.
Mate, we're ready to rock and roll, and more importantly, you're ready to rock and roll. For those that don't know, mate, that are either joining us live or watching it a little bit later on, you had that horrific injury, earlier in the year. How's the recovery on the left arm? How we feel? How's the leg feeling after the first big bloody massive injury that you? So we'll start with the left arm. How's that feeling?
So I had, very bad injury against Dadikan in Istanbul, left hand, and after that I had surgery, and I'm still recovering because it was very bad injury, and I have to be very careful about my trainings, about everything. Because I'm not still fully recovered, but I already train a little with weights, with rubber, and slowly I'm having a little progress.
So just give everyone, because not everyone can be an elite athlete like yourself, but can you just give everyone a bit of a bit of an insight? You go through a horrific injury, but how much does it affect you mentally? Because you got to go back to work, you gotta, you gotta live your life. You bloody take, something that you absolutely love. And we've spoken off camera. You love arm wrestling. You absolutely love it. And it almost felt like it was snatched away from you, that injury. Just get, we're all quick to mouth off on the YouTube comments and things like that. But like how much toll does it take mentally to come back to the big stage?
So this is the worst thing what can
Oh,
happen to any athlete, and I don't wish this to my biggest enemy because when I got injured and after the surgery, I felt very terrible. Uh, I was very in very bad mood because I couldn't train, and it was like my life ended. Because I can't live without trainings, and this is already my fourth surgery on my left hand, and it was very bad feeling.
wow,
Mm,
your fourth surgery.
yes, yes,
Wow, you one tough son of a bitch, I tell ya.
and and it's very sad because. I was very well prepared for this fight against Dadikian. I was in great shape, and I don't say that I was going to win, but I felt that his wrist cracked. He couldn't hook me, and I think that our match was going to be a real war, and it was going to be very good for the fans, for everybody. But very bad injury happened, and I couldn't continue.
Wow, yeah, well, we're glad that it's all coming better, and we're more happy that you're going to be on a table. Just a couple of quick comments. Kriggy from Sweden says, I saw your battle with Levan in 2015 at Euro Arm, and hearing the crowd go wild was a treat to see. I think your match with Michael Todd will be a fun match. So there you go.
Yes, I. By the way, I'm the only one who beat Levan left-handed. Uh, Yesterday we had a talk with Devon, Robert, and Michael, and we were talking about his left hand that the hand was also very dominating, and uh, he was more dominating on left hand because he lost only to me 3 times left. But we tried. A lot of guys beat him, like Ari Fertem, Gennady Kvikvinia, Krasimir also beat him right-handed. But with right hand, he was beating all of the people, and I'm the only one who beat him 3 times.
There you go. Absolutely love it. And I'm not sure what that means, but thank you very much, Insipid. Got no, okay. Can you crack that code?
No.
Nah, I've got no idea what it means. But it's been a while since we've seen you right arm in a super match. Was the last time at that horrible King of the Table event against Sergey? Is that the last time you in a right arm super match?
No, I had a super match against Dave Chaffee in
Oh,
March
of
this
course.
year,
Of course.
29th
Yes.
of March in Arlington. Yeah.
Yes. Of course. Of course. I was just looking through and I was like, I remember we met at that King of the Table that were and the
Yeah, in
stream went
Dubai. Yeah,
down.
it was
Oh,
last
like,
year in September.
yeah, it's been a long time. But yes, of course, you beat Dave Chaffee. Now we're coming in. When was I always love hearing a bit of the backstory. When was the match with Michael Todd offered to you, or did you ring up Robbie Baxter, and say, "Give me the monster, give me Michael Todd"?
Well, first I was supposed to face Hermes in Switzerland, but they told me that Hermes said that he is not ready because he had long preparation for his match against Levan in Chicago, and after that they told me that in December I will face Michael Todd, and I accepted the match because sooner or later I have to face him, and I think it will be a crazy match.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Probably will steal the show. This match, I am very excited. I'm a big fan of yours, and I'm a big fan of Todd's match. A big fan of Michael Todd, so of course I'm very excited about this match. So on game day, on match day, how big will you be coming in? How big? How much will you weigh?
Well, after the surgery, I stopped training. I was in very big depression, and I started eating a lot fast food, trash food, and I gained a lot of weight. I was 174 kilograms, but when I started training again, I started a better diet, better food, and now I am about 164. I lost 10 kilograms.
That's still massive. That is still massive.
and
That's huge.
and I feel better now because fat is not okay for the body, and I think that I have more endurance now.
Give us a flex. Let's have a look at that right up. Oh, shit. Absolutely love it. Oh, I think it's going to be fantastic. And I'm glad as well. So I have you. I'm just trying to think. If I go, I've got the world rankings. I've got Levan, Devon, Erdemes, Vitali, Jerry Michael, you. So that would put you, what's that, sixth or seventh in the world. Where do you think you are ranked in the super heavyweight division? I've got you in that 6, 7.
Well, I think that I deserve a rematch against Jerry because our match was 2 years ago, and we were very close. I it was 3-2 for him, but all of my rounds I lost with fouls, and also I think that I can beat Hermes and Vitali. It's my
Wow.
opinion. Yeah, and this is my opinion. People can think another thing, but and hopefully in the future, if I prepare myself even better than now, I can face Levan again or on Devon.
But that's what I want to hear from a guy that I think is in the top 7 in the world, I want to hear that he can beat number 3 in the world, number 4 in the world. And ultimately, is that everyone's goal in the super heavyweight division? They just want a shot at Levan.
Well, this is in my opinion, I think that the biggest dream of all of the heavyweights in the world is to face and beat Levan. This is goal number one for all of us.
I love it because I know Michael Todd wants to have a crack at Levan, and I know, and now that you want to have a crack at Levan, it is amazing. So before we get back to your amazing match against Monster Michael Todd, right now, if I said, right, Georgi, here we go, you can have Levan whenever you want. You've got a match with Levan.
Mhm.
How long would you need to prep that?
Maybe 5-6 months.
Okay.
Training, eating, recovering, because he is the strongest, and you need a lot of time to prepare yourself to be at your maximum,
Oh,
at your
absolutely.
highest level. Yeah.
5 to 6 months. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. That because I will take any match with Levan. I want him on the table. Now I've got Michael Todd, and now I've got you. Wanting to have a go. But now you've got Michael Todd. Are you one of those athletes that love to do a bit of watching of his matches? Do you watch a lot of your opponent's footage, or do you just do it the Georgi Tsvetkov way?
Uh, I think that it's good when you know your opponent, when you know your match, who you are facing, to watch his previous matches, to see his style, uh, his way of pulling, and this is good for you to know, to be prepared, and to make some strategy and to not make big mistakes during the match.
Now, do you think he'll go in for the press or the King's move round 1?
Uh, I think that, look, I am not versatile competitor. Entire my life, I have been, top rolling, and it's very difficult for me for 2 months, to become very good presser. And I think that I will be climbing, attacking, because in my opinion, now Michael approved a lot his game, and his hand control is much better than before. You saw his match against Vitali. He stopped Vitali in the middle of the center, and he cracked his wrist. Also, Camus is one of the best pressers in the world. He couldn't beat him only with press.
Yeah.
So you need a lot of weapons to beat Michael. In my opinion, the three hardest opponents in arm wrestling to be beaten are Levan, Devon, and Michael.
Wow. Wow, that's a great compliment for Michael.
Look, after his surgery, I think he's 6 wins and 2 losses, but look carefully about his loss against Vitaly and Hermes. The matches were not big difference. They were very close, maybe 1% difference, and they were unpredictable till the last round. They
Yeah.
were very close.
Oh, absolutely. Michael makes you earn your victory. Michael makes you earn your win. That's for sure. Do you think Michael's just going to wear you out and just try and hold you in a King's move so you get tired?
I think that I have better hand control, and I will take everything in the beginning of the game, but he will King's movement, he will try to bleed me. But you don't know, because when the match starts, we will see. It's unpredictable. It's
Oh,
interesting part.
so all things go your way, Georgi, and you beat Michael Todd. Who would you want that match with Erdemies next, or would you want the Vitali match? Which one, or anyone? Which one would you want next for getting a win over Michael?
I want Termes or Vitali, but
Yeah.
if they are not ready or not be able to prepare, maybe a rematch with Kurdecha, because when I was against Kurdecha, I was with broken ankle with infection in the foot. It was not real Georgie, and I think that I need a rematch against him because I did believe that I can beat him.
That was genuinely wild what happened before the Kadecha match. Like, you sent me the photo of your ankle.
Yeah.
It was a big, like, for everyone at home, it was a big giant purple balloon. It was disgusting.
3 days before the match, I couldn't walk, and we went to a hospital in Istanbul, and the surgeon, when he saw me, he told me, boy, you have very big infection, you have temperature, you need a surgery. But I said I have a super match in Saturday and I can do it. He gave me antibiotic to help the infection to go down, some pills, painkillers, but they help to reduce the pain, but they make you sleepy, they reduce your stamina, your focus. It wasn't me, it wasn't the real Georgian. When I came back to Bulgaria, I went to the hospital and immediately in the emergency and surgery. It
Wow.
was, if I was maybe 5 6 days more weight, they will amputate my foot.
I remember you saying that. I remember
Yeah,
I remember you telling me that they could have chopped it off.
yeah, because it was infected and very bad situation, very bad, unlucky.
So it was a broken ankle.
Some of the bone was broken and the joint was injured, and the tendons, half of the tendons were ruptured, and also some muscle fibers, and it was bleeding all the time, and the blood was bleeding inside, and the foot was like that, and when there is no place to go the blood out, it's infected. Very bad. Very bad.
Yeah, absolutely. When could you walk properly on it?
I couldn't. I was very, it was very difficult for me to step, I was very walking.
Does it still give you any pain now?
Well, no, but when it's very cold or wet, I feel a little, you know
Yep.
like a little pain, discomfort, sometimes.
Yeah,
It's big injury and it's not possible to heal 100%.
of course not. No, I have a fake hip, and when it gets cold, yeah, I feel
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
pain. So it gets in there. But coming into this match with Michael Todd, the right arm, it's feeling good. You're feeling good. Can
Yes,
we say that confidently?
yes, I think that I'm in very good shape. I train a lot. My foot is very good. I had training with Sasho and Krasi, with my teacher Stoyan Gulamanov, and I beat them very easy. And they told me that I'm in good shape, and I think that I will be very good prepared for this show.
Yeah. Is it hard, mate, being in a country training when you are better than everyone? Is it
Well,
hard to get better?
this is good question because in Bulgaria we don't have very big heavyweights, and I train
No.
always with smaller guys than me. But they put rubber, they take me with two hands, and this is similar to a real sparring, and I can do a good practice.
Yeah, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like, if you did a training with an Erdemes, with a Vitali, with a Michael Todd,
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
Kevin,
yeah, yeah.
if you
I
trained
agree.
with them,
That's true. That's true. I agree with that.
and then because like you've got Sasha Andreev, but he's 85 kilos. I think you eat 85 kilos for breakfast. You know what I mean? Like
It's
he's a very
it's not like that because when I face Sasha and Krasimir at same training, they pull a lot, and I let them pull, and it's going to be a good training.
that's amazing.
Y- Yeah.
Now, and apologies for putting this question on the spot for you, Georgi, but now that Jordan Sonev is on the card, he's obviously worked out. We've got Jordan Sonev in about 36 hours coming on the show. He's obviously sorted out some problems. Does that mean you can add Jordan to your training team now?
Mm. In the past, we were friends, but we are not friends anymore. We
Okay.
had
Yeah.
we had some problems with the federation, and they chose to compete in other federation. They went us that we stayed with WAF, and we wanted to play East West, and we became their enemies without anything. And after that, when somebody not respect you, why should I respect him? So
Yeah, no, that's all right. I just thought I
yeah.
was probably more hopeful because I like you both and you're both going to be on the card. And I thought hopefully you can have a vodka together after the event, shake hands and say, let's be mates. But that's okay.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Just quickly, does going into a future, I think it's in February, does Vitali have any chance against Levan?
In my opinion, to beat Levan, you need first very strong wrist. I don't think that Vitali has a good wrist. Now he's bigger, he's juicy, but I think Levan will beat him, and confidently.
Yeah, so do I.
Maybe the first round they will make a little, 5-10 seconds here, but after that, Levan has more horsepower, much better hand control, and he will beat him. But
Nah.
always, the chances there is a chance. You
Of
cannot
course,
say
there's always
yeah.
that
You
1%.
cannot say zero.
Yeah.
Sometimes miracles happen, and you know.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, is it like 100? Your excitement to be back on the big stage and pulling a high caliber opponent. Do you feel like you're back where you belong?
It's very good feeling, to be out of the game with bad injury, bad memories, and now to be training again and to face one of the strongest in the world. It's good feeling.
Oh, I think it's going to be incredible. And if you're watching this now or you're watching this later on, give me your predictions in the comments. Georgi Tsvetkov, Monster Michael Todd. It's going to be a fan. Is that the main event? I'm just trying to think if that's the main
Yes, this
event.
is the main event. Yeah.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant. If you just one quick question for you. You spoke about it briefly, but this man wants to know: are you working on a press?
Yes, if the other strategy don't give me a result, I will start pressing. I'm not very good at that because I explain you that I have never been doing this in my entire life. But in the end, if I don't have other option, I will start pressing.
Well, if you get to America early enough, just sit and have dinner with Jerry and Camille. I think they might be able to help you out on how to press. They're two pretty good at it.
Yeah. That's good one. Yeah.
How will that just quickly? How will that match go with two flop presses?
Well, this is very interesting because I have never seen two flop wrestlers to
No,
face each other in a super match. And
I think it's weird. I think it's going to be weird.
yeah.
I'm
For
just
me
trying to
also.
yeah. I'm just trying to think. I don't know. I don't know how that. Anyway, we'll time us tell. When do you arrive in the United States?
Well, my flight is on 6th of December because I wanted to come earlier because I live in the mountain. This event will be at the ocean, and there is big difference in the climate, and also the time is different, the hours difference, and I want to adapt well for the event.
Okay. So you'll be there a week early because
Yes,
it's on.
yes.
It's on the 13th. It's going to be. I think it'll be fantastic. I think so. How many? We've got about 5 more minutes, guys, with the man. How many more training sessions left? When does training stop and you just rest and relax? Will you train when you're in America or?
No, no. In America, I would be just resting and maybe a little pumps to, to feel the blood inside the muscles, inside the hands. But heavy trainings, maybe 2 or 3 more days heavy trainings. And after that, I will slow down. I don't want to make the same mistake like against Daikan to be overtrained and to have big pain in the arm.
Mate, what for I'm just trying to think. It's such a strong. How are you going to beat the King's move? How are you going to beat it?
Climbing and attacking. Climbing and attacking.
That's I can't wait. I can't. I hope it happens in the first round. I hope Michael goes into the King's move. I hope he does, and then I hope you do that because when that match was first announced, that's immediately what I pictured. You on top there, Michael like that because I don't mind the King's move. I don't mind it at all. So I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be quite incredible. Quite incredible. I still don't know who I think wins yet. I still haven't
Well,
been decided.
stylistically, this is very bad match for me, but I will do my best and I will try to win.
You got a big hand though. Like your hand's huge. I've seen it in person. It's a massive mitten. It's like a pumpkin. So
Yeah,
that's where look at it. It's huge, mate. It is huge. Oh, look, I think it's going to be a fantastic match, and I'm wishing you guys all the best. Michael will probably watch this a little later. Have you got one final message for Michael Todd?
Michael, be ready for a war.
Yeah, it is brilliant. It is brilliant. Guys, a nice short, sharp one with my friend Georgi Tsvetkov. Please, if you're watching this now or a little later on, just make sure you wish him the best of luck. Give us your predictions and everything else there. And more importantly, can we please thank Georgi for coming on the show? Mr. Svetkov, it's always a pleasure having a chat.
Me also. You are amazing guy, and it was very nice show to talk a little
Ah,
bit about our beloved sport.
it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be brilliant. Thanks, everyone. And then I've just